Happy New Year's, everybody. It is now officially 2020, and I want to talk about 5 things that I want to see in Destiny 2 this year. This is a little weird. I'm on my Titan today. I kind of wanted to buy some of the armor sets, so this is just really, really weird to be on my Titan for an actual video. I'm a Warlock main. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So I want to see the old shader system and that it will not be single use anymore. So what they could do is they've already demonstrated with the Armor 2.0 the mods. You don't have to have single use crap anymore. So basically what you do is you take all the shaders in the game and you make them unlimited use. You don't need to have these dumbass single use shaders anymore. And at this point, they're not like as big of a problem as they were in year one, but they're still trash because you have to go spend a fuckload of legendary shards just to be able to get single use shaders for stuff. I don't know. I don't like it. It's 2 legendary shards per shader, which just really sucks for legendary stuff. I am fucking overwhelmed with legendary shards. It's not a big deal for me, but for a lot of people it is. So basically make it so it's unlimited use and you could slot it into whatever armor. You don't have to go back to the collections or anything. Or maybe you do and you have to, buy it for no currency at all, and just in case if they can't store all of the shaders in like one area, which I guess kind of makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it, but that would be really, really nice. I think it's a glaring problem right now that people don't talk about is the shader system. I fucking hate it, even to this day. And yeah, number two is going to be removing elemental affinities off armor. When I first found out that they were going to be doing this, I knew it was going to be trash from the very, very start. This is a trash better set on this character. My Warlock is way better armor, but um, removing elemental affinities would ginormously help out Armor 2.0 in the build variety. Yes, it would provide less grind for the armor, but at the same time, the stat grind is still there. People are still going to be grinding for hella stats, and that there's still going to be a grind there. Honestly, I feel like they need to remove it. If you don't know what it is, essentially some mods are locked off behind elemental affinities, completely random. What if you get Void, Arc, or Solar on your armor, and that will tie to some of the different mods. So Grenade Launcher Loader, all this kind of stuff that has Void on it is Void specific. Now they recently did add new general mods. So it's either they remove the affinities or they actually make for every single mod in the game a general mod version of that costs a bit more. One or the other, they needed to do that really, really bad. Armor 2.0 is awesome, but I think that's like probably the biggest issue with it right now is that system. Number three is ornaments for literally everything in the game. World of Warcraft does this with its transmog system. I believe fucking like everything you get can be transmogged. Currently, we only have Eververse items, so if we go over here to my chest piece here, only Eververse stuff you can get along with the season pass stuff. So what they need to do is make ornaments for everything and make some of the older ornaments obtainable, like the factionary ornaments or something like that. Make some of those obtainable along with the trial stuff, or maybe leave them specific to their time, whatever you want to do. Um, Bring back a lot of the old ornaments. I think that'd be great. Escalation Protocol armor ornaments. You take a look at the planetary armor. Tons of different planetary armor there. Most of them are useless. They were brought forward of Armor 2.0. Nobody uses them because of their terrible low base stats. People who grinded for the Solstice armor like myself, we got fucked over because of how low base stats they actually have. We don't use them anymore. So bring those back as ornaments. I think that's the biggest thing for me is bringing back the Solstice armor as ornaments for love of God. Please, I don't want my time to be completely wasted from that shit. Please do that. And yeah, number four is going to be more old weapons. Now, in Season of the Dawn, we got quite a bit of new old weapons back. We got the Ariel's Gift, Last Hope, all sorts of new, returning guns. Old Fashioned is a really popular one right now. We're going for that, spending a shitload of legendary shards, which I'm still shocked of. You shouldn't be spending that much legendary shards. You should just be waiting for World Drop. I mean, people have spent like 7k fucking shards just to try to get a good one, which is ridiculous. More old weapons is always a great thing. Bring it back. Probably the biggest one that I personally want to see is the Skaithlock auto rifle. This thing was so cool looking at the time. Everybody thought it was an exotic when we first saw it before D2 came out. Everybody thought this was an exotic. Really shows how awesome legendary weapons look in Destiny 2 over their counterpart in Destiny 1. But the perks here really weren't that good. But honestly, I feel like if they were to bring this gun back, it would be really, really solid. Because the base stats on here are really, really awesome. I really enjoyed using this weapon. Along with Call to Serve was so much fucking fun. I love Call to Serve so much. It's a Nameless Midnight that were like the best scout rifles in the game, pretty much. Call to Serve was so fucking cool. It looked awesome. It felt awesome. Please bring back this gun. Just like tons of old guns you have to bring back. I mean, there is a ton, along with the factionary weapons and all that there are to just, I mean, there's just a shitload to bring back. So please, 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 please bring a lot of these back. I mean, there's so much fucking gun still that they haven't brought back. I never got the old fashioned. What the fuck? Okay, wow, I thought I got that. I guess I didn't. Anyway, yeah, and number 5 is more ways to get Ascendant Shards. Now, Ascendant Shards are required to fully upgrade your Armor 2.0 to level 10 to be able to use, to be able to get that stat bonus, to be able to use the mods that you want. You know, fully, I guess, you know, maybe sometimes you have like a 5 and a 3, and then you want to do like fastball or something, but you're at like 9 energy. 10 gives you a stat bonus plus 2 to every one of your stats, equaling plus 8 base stats on your armor piece. And it requires 1 Ascendant Shard on Legendary Armor and 3 on Exotic Armor, which is absolutely crazy. For reference, you only get 3 from the Season Pass, so the entire Season Pass can only rank up 1 Exotic Armor piece. It's fucking crazy. The only way you can get them right now is if you go to the gunsmith and purchase them for 10 enhancement cores. There's a little thing you could do if you don't want to have to grind out Master Nightfalls. You can go do the 950 Nightfalls or the 920 Matchmade Nightfall. Requires 50,000 Glimmer, which isn't that much, but it's really, really expensive to get one of those alone, which is absolutely fucking crazy. So the only way to get it right now is through the Legend. Is it Legend? I kind of forget if it's called Legend or Master. Oh, wrong one. Nightfall the Ordeal, Master, and the only way you can get it is through there as an Ascendant Shard. That really sucks. I really, really wish they would add them into Legend and Heroic. Heroic being a pretty small chance to get one, but at least giving us a chance to get one. You know, add them into the Heroic Nightfall the Ordeals. Add them in for a chance for rank ups in Crucible, and you know, for resetting. Guaranteed maybe like 3 of them for resetting in Crucible. Same thing with Gambit. Provide just more ways to get them as a whole. You know, maybe make like a monthly bounty or something, or like a bi-weekly bounty or some shit like. Bi-weekly, is that the name for it? I don't know. Fuck, I forget the word for it. Like every 2 weeks for a bounty, like half a month bounty or something like that. Do some cool shit with that. You know, there's some cool stuff with the obelisks you could probably do. I don't know, the raids, I'm surprised the raids don't drop those. I'm horribly surprised on that. The dungeon needs to drop an Ascendant Shard at the end for sure. Give us a good chance to get it at the end. And yeah, just I want more ways to be able to get Ascendant Shards right now. And those are just a few options that I came up with that would be good ways. But Crucible and more Vanguard stuff, definitely. But Crucible definitely, because Crucible players right now cannot earn any Ascendant Shards at all, which is absolutely insane. They actually have to go and do Nightfall the Ordeals, which really, really sucks if you don't like PvE. But if you don't like PvE, why the fuck do you even play this game? Anyway, yeah, so I just, like I said, the biggest one for me is adding them into Hero Nightfalls, which is basically the new Heroic Strike. It's basically the new kind of version of Heroic Strike, so I do hope they do that. And a couple honorable mentions, bringing back Trials of the Nine and Faction Rallies would be nice, but I wouldn't expect factions to be able to come back this year. I don't expect that at all. Maybe in the next expansion that's coming up later next year, or later this year actually, rather. Maybe that would be cool, but I think Trials will probably end up coming back sometime this year with all the different hints and stuff we're getting. The leaked card that came out. Yeah, we're probably going to get Trials back this year. I don't know about factions. And another honorable mention is, fuck, I totally forgot what the hell the honorable mention was. It was something about Heroic Strikes. Oh, making it so all strikes are a Nightfall the Ordeal. Make it so it's like the regular strike playlist and how you can get every strike. Because currently, it only rotates like 3 or 4 per season, which is absolutely nuts how little amount there actually are. So make it like that, please. And also, more strike specifically would be nice. Yeah, that's going to be it. And peace.